recording live on Twitch TV. We're continuing on making our game. Yesterday we sort of refactored a bit, got our renderer under unit test. Today we're starting a little bit early, just can't work as late on this, but going to do something pretty light today. We're just going to create a lot of interfaces, a lot of groundwork that'll set us up for our game that we'll need. So I'm going to collapse some of these down, and I'm going to create a new directory, and I'm going to call this world. World for now. We might change that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a point class. This is just for easy fetching of coordinates. So we're going to create a public var x float, public var y float. We'll probably add some more utility functions to that later. We won't test that right now because we don't really need to test assignment. And I'm going to create a rectangle. And this is mostly for being able to track things in the world. And we could probably use rectangle instead of point in pretty much every case, but sometimes it's nice just to track a point. In fact, I'm going to do one more thing to a point. I'm going to create a constructor, and I'm going to make sure these are set to 0. In fact, I'm going to make sure that they're 0 across the board. Okay, so now we got our point, and now let's do a rectangle. Let's do public var x float y height. This is the stuff I'm just trying to get out of the way so we can go on with our other pieces. X pretty basic stuff here. In fact, I might even rename this to like Geon. Essentially what it is. Actually, no, I'm going to create a separate directory. So I still want the world. So this is just working with some basic math stuff. We'll revisit that later. Right now we're just holding on for safekeeping. And deleted nav automatically. So I'm going to create, I'm going to go with world. That's kind of too specific. So this is going to be some of our world utility stuff. So I'm going to create a, let's see here, a world point. It's going to be an interface. And this is the actual spot in our game world. So it's going to be abstract, so it's going to be x get and set float. So we're actually going to work in 3 dimensions in our world. Even if our game is 2D, I'll show you how this is going to work. We're also going to have width, okay, world points. So that's it. That's all we need. We'll just do a quick utility function that's move. Oops, move to point. That's how we do a world point. Just a quickie thing. It's a shortcut. If we need it later, sure we will. Create another interface that's going to be bounds. So this is the bounds of a particular object in our world. We're just going to go with rectangles, or cubes in this case. So it's going to be var x, bounds. Yeah, x. This is kind of like our rectangle, but in 3D space. We could use a point, world point. But I'm not for now. I can always change my mind. That's the beauty of this. Float. Sometimes I feel like I'm Bob Ross. In your own little happy world, you can build as many happy trees as you like. You know, it's your world. Alright, so we're going to do a width. Right. Depth. There we go. There's our world. World bounds. One more interface. We have lots of interfaces in our world. Footprint. So this is the space it takes up in the world. Maybe we'll just put that. This is the space the object takes on the world. And so this is primarily the footprint on the ground. So if you're like in a space game, all you'd probably ever use is bounds, but in this particular case, if we're building a platformer or a RTS or something like that, this is just their feet. You know, things can overlap, but this is just what their feet take up. Things can fly over the top of it. That's okay. So it's more of a shortcut to that. So we're going to we'll just get its rectangle. Here call it footprint. I'm going to go with it though, footprint. This is going to return a rectangle. And offset. So this is if we need some sort of offset for the art. Sometimes it's necessary. We need to offset. We need to find some sort of offset within the footprint. Usually it's because it's more of a registration point. Where's that registration point? So we know where to place the object within the footprint. So here we're going to create package. This is 2. This is for 2 dimensions. We're going to need a world point 2D. And it's going to implement a world point. I think world point, yeah. We'll get it, etc. Just setting up all of our pieces we'll need for later. Keeping everything abstract. Okay. And then we'll need our bounds. Bounds 2D. And this is going to implement bounds. There's that. Get a setter. In fact, one thing I want to do here, I want to make sure these are set to 0. Because of issues with how floats are instantiated on certain platforms. Okay. We're also going to need to that. Huh, that's strange. There we go. So we got our world point set up. We can actually implement this right now. X, Y. Because this is 2D, we don't need to do the Z, actually. So we're just going to get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this. It's actually never ever set, so if anyone ever tried to deal with it. In fact, we might even change this. Because generally speaking, X and Y in 2D mean two different things on 3D, where if we're looking down onto the world in 2D, X is horizontal, Y is the vertical axis. When we're looking at the world that's 3D, it basically takes the plane and moves it flat in front of us. X goes left to right, Z goes forward back, Y goes up down. So if we ever changed to go to 3D in mid-game, that might cause an issue. So we're actually going to do Z. It may sound confusing. You can even abstract around it if you need to. I'm going to go with this. It's a better long-term goal. Let's set these guys up. And that. Let me just do equals 0. Just setting ourselves up for success here. We'll be using this all the time. There we go. Take this out. Constructor. And let's stick with all these. Strangely enough, it seems to be all about changing this to an int. And I'm not a fan of that. This is a thing. Okay. Take 4. I seem to have known, must have heard what we're talking about, because I must have mistyped perfectly that we're just going to use width and depth. Wow, okay, that's cool. No, we don't have switch. And so we're going to need to generate all of that. And function. There we have it. We're in business. In fact, our height goes return 0. This goes return 0 as well. So we're using it because it's a 2D space. And same with our Y. And we need to do one more thing. Just like this, spacebar, metadata. Okay, and we got to go back and change our world point real quick. 2D world point is our Y, so it's 0. And I'm sure I'll mess this up throughout the game because it's easy to forget. Have you ever forgotten? I've forgotten once. Alright, so we got our bounds. We just need our footprint. Footprint 2D. And this is going to implement footprint. There we go. Setter. Setter and setter. Make sure we have that. Just organize a little bit here. Setter and setter. Okay, there we go. It's just a placeholder for now. We'll play more with it later. Okay, so we've got all of our things in place. Now, what's next? Let's take a look at our situation. Multi-threaded audio. That's exciting. There we go. And nothing has changed. That's a big surprise, I think. One thing we're going to build real quick too. Let's build some tools. I'm just keeping it kind of light today. Tools. You could probably even skip this video unless you're curious. I'll call this our FPS. And we're going to implement the base object. And there's that. And we're going to inject layer manager. When we initialize, we're going to draw F. There. Okay, so we've got our FPS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up I can change this to so I'm going to have other things in here in the utilities. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a timer class. And this is going to get public edit function. So now this is going to be a unit. And this is going to return the scheduler. Real time. Pass that to a integer. And I'll work with milliseconds. Returns time and then milliseconds. There we go. So we always have our time. That's cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to need a plugin. So I actually need to set up a, this will be fun. Okay, so we need to set up a subscriber. This might even go into core, but function subscribe to some string event and our handler. In fact, I'm going to do dynamic. Unsubscribe. Do a void. So now we can plug into certain events in our so create a new directory. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be cost specific. Probably, yeah. So now, so this is something we're going to set, so we can just subscribe to events that come out of the system. We'll just call it the system subscriber. Or not. And the subscriber is going to extend this object. Implements subscriber. There we go. All right. Xlib run unit. Create util .ca system subscriber. Two. Laying down a bunch of foundations. Okay. Public var subscriber. System subscriber. In fact, yeah. Okay, never mind. Subscriber equals system subscriber. Subscriber init. In fact, yeah, I think I might change this. Might have a generic subscriber. You can see this here. We have a generic subscriber, then everything can use the subscriber, and we can and we can just call notify on it and pass it events. That's kind of cool. And then on the specific subscribers, we can call and listen on specific events that we want to listen to. I think I like that pattern better. Yeah, I think I do. So we'll just call this a map subscriber. going to create a notifier. Let's do one thing at a time. Delete this. So the map subscriber is just going to map out all our subscriptions. Nope, I can't implement itself. So what this is we're, as before, now we're just going to make it very generic. We just subscribe to a event, basically just creating an event to subscribe to, and then something will notify it for us. So we just want to listen in on anything. We can create any sort of event we want, and we can listen for it. Whether it be the screen resizing or the unit dying, we can listen in on whatever we create, it can send notifications to it. So it's more of a storage facility in this case. So we're going to run this and call this map subscriber. Set that up. We may not need mocks in this one. This could be used across every platform, I'm sure. Var. No, we'll just call subscriber. Very indecisive today. Subscriber equals new subscriber. Subscriber image, and that's subscriber. Subscriber equals null. Test should subscribe to an event. Here we're going to need a public var subscriptions, the map screen, dynamic, and enrich subscriptions. So all right, move along. So what we need to do is when we subscribe to an event, in fact, on the note, I'm actually going to add the notifier. I'm going to say function notify. My only problem with this is then anything can notify. I don't like that. Don't like that. I mean, we'll add it to the map subscriber, so it'll know that it puts out these events, but I just want to keep this very, very separated. So we're going to call this the notifier. I have to call it the event notifier. Notifier. And this will happen asynchronously, so we don't really need to know. This extends the second, as always. So now our maps describer will also implement our event identifier. And so we'll test that as well. Okay, so subscribe to an event. We're just going to create a var, just making a function. Yeah, that's a good point. We need to change our interface. So our subscriber is just going to be dynamic because we don't actually know if it's going to be void void, and that would cause an issue. So it's just dynamic, which means the subscriber comes at a cost. So we need to use it sparingly. And we should use it sparingly anyways because it sort of bypasses a lot of dependency injection and stuff like that. But we need to know that these events happen. So we're going to do say subscriber, subscribe, foo. Okay. And so, in fact, we need to, yeah, that's a change. Okay, so assert or equal subscriber subscriptions get foo, and that's going to be a function. Hopefully, the target will know the difference. Why is that being a problem? $157. Oh, oh, that's strange. I'm surprised that didn't pop up sooner. Okay, I'm seeing semicolon, look at that. 19. This is probably excessive here. Alright, let's get our tests to pass. Well, fail now. Fail first. And it fails. Best day ever. So now, minimum, what we need to do to get this to pass. We need to set the event and the handler. Passed. Okay. Now we need to test should subscribe multiple times to the same event. And this is where I knew we had a problem, but we'll fix it. Okay, so we need function 1, function 2, and 3, and this is function 2 and 3, get foo, index 0, 1, 2, 2, 3. So this is going to need to change. Under our subscriptions, this is going to need to be an array of dynamics. There we go. Yeah. So now we need to do if subscriptions exists event. It doesn't exist. Actually, you know what? We probably set this up shorter. Let's say handlers array of dynamic and subscriptions get event. If handlers equal to null, handlers equals to array handlers. Done it. Didn't have it fail first. Okay. So we should have two failing tests. Oh, this will fail anyways. Yeah, this will fail. Both will fail. There we go. They both failed. What we didn't do is we didn't do handlers. Push. Now the mouse. I'll show you. My object is not a object. Oh. There we go, passed. Right. Should unsubscribe from subscriber unsubscribe to 2. Search are equal to subscriber get subscriptions. Get 2. Alright. Sorry, this is not the most exciting task today, but stuff we need to have finished. And it's kind of the nature of the beast here. So this is gone. So unsubscribe. Handlers equal null. Okay. Else handlers remove handler. And will that work? Event. Should unsquare if it's present events. 155. Oh, it's because we didn't split. That's the one I intended. Test code is untested code. There we go. Test should notify. Okay. Should remove key if no events exist. 2. Okay, search. True. Oh, that's false. Subscriber. Dodge. Descriptions. Exists. True. I think I can do this too. Yeah. If handlers dodge length equal to 0, handlers dodge remove this key. Oops, that's totally wrong. Okay. Oh, subscriptions. Task, okay. Last thing, should notify events. Do this, and do var one called close false 3. Yeah, this is just not that exciting of a cast. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Func1 called. I'm sorry. We need these things. Three. You subscribe to these. And then subscriber.notify. Search. equal. No, that's true. One called. I think going forward on situations like this, I think I'll just do these offline, and so that there's not a whole lot to learn out of an episode like this. So I'll just silently handle if there doesn't exist, for handler. In fact, we need to change this. Yeah, I'm just going to run this offline. It's just not that exciting. There it is. We actually need to change our subscriber to having yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we need to go to our notifier. And we'll just say art. And dynamic. Okay, so our system subscriber, no, not subscriber. That's equals yeah, never mind. I have to research on how to do that. Okay, we haven't done that in a long time. Value. Value. Actually, you know what? We're not going to call that one. Stick this to 2. I'm going to call this one 2, 1. So we're going to notify when it's true. I think that will work. Short has maybe 1. Yeah, see, this is, I think it's passing that way. Value. It's a false. Huh, that's strange. Okay, not what I expected. Well, if we do this, should have passed. Yeah. And then I need to do some research on. I don't remember how to do that. Explode the. Oh, I do. I do know how to do this. Okay. Let's go back to an array. And we want to do. It is. I believe it's in the hex. I think it's under reflect or something like that. I don't think it's under type. I'll make sure real quick. Get class names. Instance fields. Call method. Let's call method. This is going to be null. This is going to be a handler. It's going to be args. There it is. Okay, cool. Array for memories. All right. I'm going to call that a day because I got to get out of here. Sorry, it was not the most exciting cast ever invented, but come back for more. I think I'm going to try and work on doing the some input tomorrow. That'll be much more exciting. So for now, we're just going to commit this. Sources, git commit, git add test, git commit. Added a subscriber, subscriber, and other utilities. And we're going to push. Like I said, this is not the most exciting one ever, but this stuff needs to happen. Today's March 10th at 8:15. M subscriber and utils git push subscriber this tag. There we have it. Okay. All right, thanks for being patient. Like I said, not the most exciting day, but we did get to do some testing. We got our subscriber in. We'll be using that more. So you guys have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow. And remember to subscribe to my channel. Thanks.